perspective, depending on where you're standing, which is perfect, but it's going to take some getting used to.
A normal Tuesday afternoon in the Yawning portal, nighttime crowd has not yet arrived, and the early morning drunks have shuffled off elsewhere. Durnan is behind the bar.
We were supposed to meet somebody here, right?
Durnan is behind the bar as usual, and a very few customers are quietly enjoying lunch. Now, do you notice, Jillian, that what you can see depends on the obstacles? The pillars and so forth in the room keep you from seeing any further.
Some things I
meet you to talk about your sword.
In the front door walks an elderly dwarf, thin white hair, leaning heavily on an ash wood cane, shod with iron. Old tattoos mark his face. Let me share an image of it. Old tattoos mark his face. The old dwarf surveys the room, and when his old eyes scan across your table, he heads straight over to you.
I'm gonna get up.
That is an old-looking dwarf.
I'm gonna get up and help him. I see he's having trouble walking. Gonna help you, sir.
Thank you. He appreciates that. He heads over here to your table. Greetings, he says. My name is Norhook Mountain Grip. A friend of mine tells me that you might have something interesting to show me. I'm a keeper of knowledge, ancient dwarven weapons and lore.
Well,
we have a...
Yeah, we...
Everyone roll perception.
Tower?
Always.
Oh, my hotkeys are gone.
You'll have to create new hotkeys. It's a new version of the game.
No, it makes sense. I just
have to show Wayne how to make hotkeys. Dagid, while he's talking, you notice that, never mind, I'll whisper it to you. Wow, it's not working very well. Hang on, I'll just say it out loud then. You notice that Durnan is intently watching the party.
Who's Durnan?
Barkeep.
The owner of the
bartender.
The guy behind the bar, okay.
The eyes have gone wide with a look of surprise, and he's intently watching the party. All right, so he's asked you if you had something interesting to show.
Norhook, might I suggest, since the bar is so empty, let's travel to a more secluded table, shall we?
Okay. I think Eric and Proud are having trouble with Discord. Eric, can you say something?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking this table way over.
There is somebody sitting at that table that I haven't displayed yet.
Okay. Is there an empty table over on this side? I want to get away.
There is an empty room. Norhuck will move there.
Okay. If the rest of the group is agreeable.
Hey, Jillian, your audio is picking up everybody else's audio. I don't know what you got set up over there. You're like repeating everybody.
Won't move. Why is the character moving?
I'm sorry, what are you asking, Helene?
Character can't move.
Click on your character so there's a black ring around your character. And now try using the arrow keys to move. Now they all moved up north into a room up high.
Except for Azkaban. Azkaban is having trouble.
Azkaban, click your character one time so that there's a black ring around your character, and then with arrow keys, you should be able to move.
There we go.
Where they move.
You'll have to go through the door. You can't move through
That's
a
funny.
wall.
Jilly and
I
I
didn't
are arguing about
Can't see the wall.
That's funny. She's trying to twist her character while I have too. Okay.
I'm actually, without moving my character, I'm going to actually close that door.
Okay. Well, there is no door. It's sort of just a separate room.
It's just an opening.
What was this guy's name? Daggersteed or something?
His name is Norhook Mountain Grip. You should see him on the picture that I shared.
Mountain
Yeah, we
Grip. So, who is your friend that told you that we had something of interest?
It was a dwarf who said that he spoke to you and said that you had some kind of a weapon to show me.
We did have somebody we told about it, right?
Yeah, but yesterday here in the portal when you came in, some dwarfs had mentioned that was an interesting weapon and wanted to know if you guys wanted him to go get an expert to come and look at it. That happened last game.
All right, I'm gonna
Shit,
pull the
you know what I
sword.
didn't do?
I'm gonna pull,
I didn't read the report from last week.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you guys want me to read that real quick?
Do you mind really
Not
quick
at all.
just to give us
Not at all. Just a moment. Last week, the party attack Bellic and his followers at the Gulphias tree. The party defeats Bellic, saves Sharwin from the withering effects of the Gulphias tree. The party destroys the Gulphias tree. The party returns Sharwin and the missing ring to her mother in Oakhurst. The party treks to Waterdeep and the Yawning portal. They are approached by a dwarf that is impressed by Crosby's new sword. The dwarf offers to bring in a dwarven lore expert. The party is paid by Varys for their efforts in the Sunless Citadel. This ends Adventure 1, the Sunless Citadel. Adventure 2, the Forge of Fury begins.
So we're assuming this is the lore expert, obviously.
That's what he's saying he is? Yes.
Looks like he would be.
He's old.
You know.
Phelan thinks that Raven the cat might be able to take it. So, Crosby, you said you were showing him your sword?
yes, I will show him the Shatter Spike.
That is a weapon in Gruntikar, made in the Forge of Fury itself. By my beard, I have not seen its like in 100 years. This symbol here on the butt of the hilt, the dwarven K rune with an anvil and hammer under it, that stands for Gruntikar, a lost enclave of dwarves. The Durgeddon clan, mind you, lost to the depths long ago. The old dwarf smiles at you. Buy me an ale, and I will tell you a story. Not well known outside of the dwarven clans.
I already offered to buy him an ale, so that's fine. Round for everybody.
To your shock, before you can order, Durnan comes to the table himself with a very large pitcher of ale and a round of already filled deep mugs. He sets them all in front of you and says, "No charge." Durnan smiles at you, bows, and heads back to the bar. Norhook takes a long, slow draw on the mug, sets it down, and exclaims, "Now that is a proper ale."
Is the bartender a dwarf?
No. He is
Why is he going to buy
Durnan.
it?
He is Durnan. He never gives anything to anybody for free. He charges a whole lot more to everybody else. The prices here are always a lot more expensive than even other taverns in Waterdeep. Durnan is people don't know how old he is. He may be hundreds of years old. He's twice gone into...
What is he?
He's twice gone into the well and come out fabulously wealthy, sometimes years later.
Is he human? Is he...
Yes, human fighter, but he's incredibly old, probably magically old.
A dwarf.
No. The picture of Durnan is on the cover of the screen,
Oh.
actually.
Sorry.
That's Durgan.
I'm
He's the
mixing.
proprietor of the Yawning Portal.
The reason I wanted to get
I'm
room was to get away from Durden, and suddenly he comes in and buys us all drinks. This is infuriating to me.
Do you
The
know?
fuck are you, Durden?
Do you know this barkeeper dwarf?
I know of him.
He's, from what we know, he's not
He
normally.
is one of the most famous people in Waterdeep.
Why is
Do
he
I-
so curious?
Do I
What we're
trust him?
doing.
Yes.
Your life?
I'm not a regular of his establishment, but Durnan I trust. We lost someone.
Yeah, Jillian was having issues. I told her to cancel and reload.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
She's back.
If the guy is that famous, and this is just my thoughts, if the guy's that famous and he owns the Yawning Portal and he's going to buy us drinks, if he wanted us dead or to betray us, we'd be dead or completely betrayed. So
Oh, that is so true.
maybe we should just let it go.
You know
wanna-
that Durnan
Thank you.
has a pet ogre that lowers people into the well sometimes.
Everybody's
Well, I just think he's gonna be asking us a favor, if you know what I mean.
And that's we might
You
do the
are
guy a favor.
surprised when you taste the ale. You are surprised to find this is not the same very good ale that is usually served at the Yawning Portal. It is indeed some of the best ale you have ever tasted. Deep brown and full flavored.
Now I want a beer.
He pulled
Really?
out Durnan must have pulled out some really special ale and brought it to the table. Norhook sits back and smiles. Durgeddon was a master smith who forged blades of surpassing quality and power far to the north. A day came when his home in the hills was sacked by orcs. Durgeddon led the remnants of his clan to the mountains north of Luskan, established a small secret stronghold somewhere in the trackless wilderness. In that fortress, he built the Forge of Fury, where weapons of surpassing quality and power were forged. Stop me if you have any questions at any time.
There?
What he's saying. Say that again?
still there.
We don't know. From his hidden redoubt, he waged a decades-long vendetta against all orc kind, until his enemies discovered his fortress and attacked after a long siege. Durgeddon and his followers perished some 2 centuries ago, and much wealth was carried away by the... You guys can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, hang on. Helene, can you hear me now?
I show everybody.
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Now I
So
can hear you.
anyway,
Well, we are missing somebody.
from his we lost Jillian.
Yeah.
From his hidden, well, that's okay. I'll read it back to her a little later. Although I think she's still in Discord.
No, that's what I was
she's
looking.
not.
She's
She's
not
not.
in the game.
She's
Let's-
not there.
she's
at all.
not in the game and not in Discord. Eric, check on her.
I think she may have restarted
I
her
know you're-
computer. She was having weird
okay.
issues with everybody's chat was cutting
Yeah,
out for her.
Helene, I am also jealous now. Eric says he has a basement.
Well, that's
Can
because
I
he
have a
doesn't live in
basement?
California. Yeah, if you want to hit sea level, honey, go ahead.
I'd like to have a basement.
This is a 1934 basement, though.
Oh.
Oh, not well. My daughter has one of those, and it's really kind of nice. But they fixed it up pretty nice.
I don't mind waiting for Jillian.
Not at all. I've had to restart before. We had this with my daughter and son.
And by the way,
day.
we're having to buck up during this story because he keeps talking about how horrible orcs are, and I'm having to every time just man up and think, no, it's not me, not me.
Well, he's saying his orcs were the enemies of Durgeddon and his clan. Sometimes humans have been the enemy.
You can't put us all into one category. Orc lives matter. Seriously.
He didn't.
I know he's not disparaging me, but
is Jillian okay? She wasn't like struck by lightning.
I don't know. I can't hobble up the stairs and look.
Eaten by wolves. That's right. Oh my goodness. I jumped in a pool to twist mine. How did you twist yours?
Just walking down the road.
I rolled an ankle. Luckily, it just wasn't mine. So
yeah, I turned mine like completely sideways, and I am not a small man.
That's kind of
like it was horrible.
Kind of what I did to mine too.
I will continue, and we'll catch Jillian up as she comes back.
Okay.
From his hidden redoubt, he waged a decades-long vendetta against all orc kind, until his enemies discovered his fortress and attacked it after a long siege. Durgeddon and his followers perished some 2 centuries ago, and much wealth was carried away by the conquering hordes. But it is said that the deepest and the best hidden vaults and armories escaped the looting, and that some of Durgeddon's extraordinary blades still wait in the darkness for a hand bold enough to claim one. That blade you carry is one of the lesser Gruntikar weapons, made in Durgeddon's Forge of Fury. No one knows today where the Forge of Fury is. Gruntikar is lost to the depths of time. For decades, dwarves sought it to no avail. Not that many dwarves will help you. Any word of the forge would bring them like flies to a carcass. You don't have to worry about me. I'm long past my prime. My kind is fewer in number, and I would rather not see the old dwarf wars start again. For dwarves would fight everyone and one another for even word of that place. You see, there are dwarves and there are dwarves. Some are good and kind, and some are good-hearted and the kind you would like to meet in places like this. But there are other dwarves not so friendly, proud and warlike, and still some, like the gray dwarves of the Underdark, that are as likely to kill you or me as look at us. I'd not spread word of that weapon if I were you. Keep it away from prying eyes, and say nothing of what I have told you. Look, he says, look here on the leather. This ship image is the stamp of the barterers of Luskan. Sold there it must have been, and if they knew what they had, they would never have sold it. But very faint. Look here, that sickle. That is a stamp of a merchant of Blasingdell, a small town north of Luskan along the Sword Coast. That must be where this was first found. Oh, that I were a young dwarf again, I would journey to Blasingdale and search for the lost stronghold of Gruntikar. What fabulous weapons and other magical items of dwarf make might still lie inside, and treasures beyond any my eyes have seen. You hold there a piece of an ancient dream, the lost stronghold of Gruntikar.
You know any other tips about this place?
Well, Luskan... I'm sorry, go ahead, Alden.
I'm going to ask him in Dwarvish, where is Blasingdell?
Well, that's what he's going to respond. Luskan is far to the north, beyond Neverwinter. Not an easy path. And Blasingdell is a ways beyond even that. Not friendly country. Some of those cities are at war. If you go, be wary. Bring me back word and proof of the location of Gruntikar, and I will see you rewarded. I can send word to one of the more civil dwarf clans after we know for certain where it is. I dare not say any word about it before we know, as some dwarves would start fighting one another to gain advantage. I will see that you are rewarded if you accomplish this. Dwarven kind would be in your debt. Brag not about that weapon, and say nothing of what I have told you, for there are many that would kill you for it. Just to hold a piece of old Gruntikar.
Hide it when he's using it, isn't it?
Well, he does have a sheath for it.
Well, I think he needs to. This is Doug Eade speaking. I think you should wrap the whole hilt in cloth. Cover that thing. Holy crap! What did we pick up?
The old dwarf drains his ale and thanks you profoundly for the chance to see that weapon. It kindles an old dream of dwarven kind. Sorry, laughing at Sirenscape. It heard a word.
Rain.
Yeah, it heard a word. The old dwarf drains it kindles an old dream of dwarven kind. If you return, Durnan here will know how to find me. He laughs.
Guys, I think we ought to offer this old half-blind dwarf some money. He has given us some really good information, and I don't think that should go on.
That's a nice thing, but realize the clothes he's wearing and the iron-shod cane he uses, he doesn't look poor.
I'm not
suggesting
he's poor.
Come out of the
some money.
He's come out of the well several times, so he's probably quite wealthy. I think our appreciation is what he.
Well, Durnan has, not this dwarf.
I think he's fine. I like your gesture, but we don't want to insult him with our petty money.
Oh, yeah. And this is why I want to split the money up 4 ways, because sometimes, as a priest, I think a person's contribution should not go unpaid.
Fine with me.
Well, what he said, if you want to reward me, find Gruntikar and let me know where it is, and I can help. I can help dwarves all over Faerun.
Well, I would like to thank him and give him our appreciation and tell him that we'll talk it over, but we will probably do our best to see if we can do that. So we will come back and let him know one way or the other what we find.
Well, he smiles and he's very appreciative of that. The old dwarf starts hobbling out toward the door.
I'll help him out.
Ooh, that's very nice of you. He smiles at Durnan, who is smiling back at him. Durnan looks just pleased as heck as that dwarf that dwarf is here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and lose the token.
As I'm walking back, I want to stop and talk to Durnan.
Oh, he has things to say to you. He says, thank you so much. I don't know what you did. I have tried for years to get old Mountain Grip into my establishment. He says, I've sent them casks of ale, which they send back empty. He says, for years I've tried to get him to come in here. Now that he has, I'm hoping he'll be back. Where he goes, other dwarves follow.
I was wondering why you gave us the good ale. Now I understand.
Oh, yes, because I saved barrels of that just special for him.
I'm going to present my mug and say, I'll take one more if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, he'll fill it for you. He says, I actually owe you guys. He goes, it's rare that I owe customers in my establishment, but I actually owe you guys for that.
I just think if we come back, he'll probably come back. So
I think we have a race change problem here. I was going to offer him money, and who gets all the credit? The guy that walks him out. God damn it! All right, fine.
Oh, that's just from Durnan, though. Durnan's not a dwarf.
No.
The old dwarf appreciated your gesture.
Well, I think he appreciated the walking him out more than he appreciated my offer of cash.
Possibly.
Frickin' dwarves. I don't understand them.
So Dernan looks at you, Crosby. So where are you guys headed next?
We think we might be heading north. You
North?
know of any adventures that way?
How far north?
Probably
I'd like to catch
probably the
Luskin. Luskin?
Wow.
Dernan laughs. Normally, I would tell you to find your own way, but you've brought old Mountain Grip into my establishment. I've tried many times to get him to come here. He usually stays with his own kind, but where he goes, others follow. Luskin, I must admit that few people ask me that one here in Waterdeep. You see, Luskin and Waterdeep are not exactly on friendly terms. Up the high road, but that is a very long and tiresome journey. At the end, you're likely to meet soldiers that would not let you pass. But you're in luck, as there's an easier way to Luskin right now. He surveys the bar and rests his eyes on a man sitting in the booth on the far side of the room. Put up an image. He says, that man there with the scar across his cheek, he works for a merchant of sorts and is a ship's first mate. He does not take passengers, but he does take on willing crew that are good in a fight. The waters north of Neverwinter can be a bit wild. Tell him you are willing to work your way to Neverwinter, and you will end up where you're trying to go, and get there in a better way than most that end up there. He looks and says, you folks have done me a favor, so I will give you some advice in dealing with him. Believe nothing of what you see, and even less of what you hear. But do not cross him. Certainly don't challenge him. Just go along. Things are not always as bad as they seem. Dernan chuckles and goes back to work cleaning the bar.
What's that mean?
Now, just a moment. There's something I'm missing, and I don't know how I missed this. It's not there. Now I'm going to have to manually put the token out there. I thought I had the encounter set up for this, but I don't.
Dwight, will you reshare the map with me?
I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Done. If there's ever a shadow of your character, don't worry about it. Just ignore it for now. So there's the guy sitting across the bar that Dernan told you to. You might want to talk to him if you're going to Luskin.
I see Crosby.
Is always visible? All the way across the bar from Crosby. All the way across the Yawning portal from Crosby.
I found that one.
Maybe you're not looking. Oh, he's way over there. Wow.
He may be hidden.
Yep. All right. I'm going to start walking there.
Right. I have a problem because every time it's like I have myself circled and everything, but I could not walk at all during the time Cosby was moving.
Select your character.
Even though you're not in combat.
Select your character. Is it got a green circle around it?
It did.
Now, you can't move to the right because that's a wall, but you could move to the left and down out the door.
No, I can, but when Cosby was...
That may be true.
I was going to go join him.
We're learning.
Couldn't get over there.
Yeah, we're kind of learning here. There are things we don't
Sometimes there's a shadow of what you were left behind. It's going to get worse during combat. During combat, you cannot move until it's your turn.
That I get. I just don't get when you're out of combat why you can't. That didn't make sense to me.
No, this is all new to me too. All right.
We're working on it.
As you approach, the man scowls at you, but he glances over at Dernan, who nods to him. He smiles and he says, "Greetings, traveler. My name is Tark, first mate of the Blue Barnacle. What can I do for you?"
Well,
I am Dagid. I seek travel. I can work my passage. I am strong.
Where
What
are
do
you
have
folks?
available?
Where are you folks headed?
Luskin. We look to go to Luskin.
No self-respecting ship would ever enter such a port. Tell you what, as Durnan vouches for you, I can take you as far as Neverwinter. That will get you much closer to your goal.
We'll do. We're willing. We'll all good in combat, and we'll help you with any encounters you may have.
Shit, is Neverwinter closer to Luskin than this is?
A lot closer, yes. This would be working passage. We take no passengers. You would be crew and under my orders. Do you understand and agree?
As a half-orc, I've been a slave half of my life. I
I'm
understand.
going to say yes now, but I may say no later.
Yes.
Tark
I understand.
tosses 4 green band ties on the table. Be at the docks tomorrow at dawn. Be wearing these on your arm. That will identify you to the crew. You cannot miss the ship. There are not many in port right now, and everyone aboard will be wearing bands like these. Look for the blue barnacle. That is our ship. Do not bother the captain. He's a bit gruffed. You will do better dealing with me. Mind your manners. This is working passage, mind you, and as of tomorrow, you work for me. Do as I tell you on board, and you will do just fine. It is dangerous waters to the north, and Durnan here indicates that you can handle yourselves if we get into trouble along the way.
Okay, did I miss the part, like, we can't walk to Luskin? We have to take a boat to Luskin?
Luskin is at war with several cities, including Waterdeep, and there are probably soldiers that would stop you along the way.
Okay.
And Durnan recommended this guy as a way to get there.
Gotcha.
It sounds like getting there by ship would be the smartest.
Durnan also told you, don't believe anything this guy says, and don't even believe what you see. He says, however, if you go along, he will get you where you want to go.
Okay.
Durnan also warned you not to believe anything this guy says.
But don't cross him. But there's a captain that I would go to if things got tough.
Right. Well, this guy's ready to leave. Do you have any other questions before he goes?
No? Not me.
He drains his ale.
I have a lot of concerns, but I'm not going to say anything.
There are shops in Neverwinter, correct?
He takes off. All right. You guys are in Waterdeep. Prices are expensive here. However, almost anything you could desire can be found here. They'll just cost twice as much as normal. Is there anything you guys want during the day? It's still afternoon in Waterdeep.
Well, we're not going to need horses at this point, so I say no, we wait until we get to the other side and see what we need.
That's probably wise.
I've got nothing in particular I want to buy. You guys?
Buy an empty book, copy my spell. I will need something, but not until we get closer.
Okay.
I'm not going to.
If you need a magic book, Phelan, this is the place to pick one up.
It's true.
It's too expensive. There are better places.
You can find one for 100 gold pieces here. Normally, they would cost.
We have almost 2,000 gold. If you want to pick something up, do it now.
Well, it's not as expensive. I just don't want to waste that much.
Right.
But I do think we will need things like healing potions, and also I need to copy my book in case someone should steal it.
Anybody else want anything before I advance to morning?
Is there any like armor shops around here I could visit?
There's anything you could possibly want in Waterdeep.
I wouldn't mind checking out some armor.
Looking at plate mail?
We might want to wait till Neverwinter. I think our prices would be better, although the selections.
Waterdeep is a bigger city than Neverwinter.
Yes, but not as much as it used to be. Neverwinter's a pretty big place too. Luskin is actually a pretty big place. Are you thinking about plate, Crosby?
Yeah, whatever the next upgrade would be for me.
Big upgrade would be plate. That's the good news. The bad news, full plate mail normally costs 1,500 gold. It would cost you 3,000 in Neverwinter. I'm sorry, in Waterdeep. 3,000.
I'm saying,
We
let's wait till we get to Neverwinter.
Really? You'll think it will be that less cheap?
Prices in Waterdeep are doubled.
I'm saying, yeah, I do think they're going to be cheaper.
I think I'm good.
1,500 in Neverwinter means we also lose almost all of our money.
Come morning.
Money.
Is there anything else before we advance to morning?
Split up the money.
Have not.
No, we have not decided. We've never made a decision on that.
Oh, I thought we were going to do that, but
You want me to do?
But we never decided on it.
I'm not
I'm okay
disagreeing.
splitting
All
the money. That's all right with me.
Do you want to split it, guys?
Yeah, that's fine.
feel free to
Alright.
ask if you need extra for anything that you can't pay for. A lot of us will pitch
I
in
agree.
and help.
I will be free with my money.
The money has been split out.
I book here if I wanted to. So there you go.
Look at your inventory down at the bottom. You now each have a pile of money. For 181 gold pieces of peach and 231 silver pieces of peach that have been added. Wait a minute. No, there's a mistake. There is still 1,000 gold pieces in the party inventory. It didn't split out the right amount until I added the 1,000 back. There is still 1,000, so I've split 900 to the party. Do you want me to split the rest of it, or do you want to leave it in the party inventory?
I think we said split it, right?
Okay. I heard. Anybody else have a comment?
Nope, splitting is fine. Ruth Bader Ginsburg died.
Oh my God.
No.
Yep. Great.
Oh, there goes the Supreme Court.
Oh my God, she died?
Yep.
Jesus.
There goes
fuck.
there goes the Supreme Court for decades.
Yeah,
Right.
for decades.
I know.
God damn.
Trump gets to put another one in there now before he's gone. God dang it.
Holy
Dang, that's
shit.
crazy. I don't like to talk politics, but that really
That
breaks my
that
heart.
sucks.
That is terrible. We agree.
All right.
All right, back to the game. God damn it.
She's always
Gonna
one of my
advance.
favorites.
Now I'm not going to put a map
Off
for
keyboard
this
for
until
just
we
a
get
second.
on the ship.
Can I close this first, the tavern map, Dwight?
Yes.
We're supposed to meet him in the morning. We're just going to sleep here, I assume.
On the docks, yes. In fact, your rooms will be comped.
I'm back on headset.
All right. Is everyone here?
Put the docs up. I just see a black screen.
I'm here.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, me too.
Making sure Julian and Eric are here. Okay.
Yep.
Tark was right. There were. Yeah, I'm moving you guys down to the docks. I don't have a map up for this. Tark was right. There are few ships on the docks today, and one medium-sized ship is the Blue Barnacle, covered with crates that cover her decks, and more are being loaded by the dock workers. Ropes, netting, and canvas hang from her sides, obscuring a lot of the deck. Crew on the ship all have the dark green band tied around one arm. The entire crew is aboard the ship, receiving the crates and lowering them into the hold before. The ship flies recognizable flags of the Merchants of Waterdeep. On the stern is a large plaque that reads the Blue Barnacle.
I saw my green armband and
Yep.
final board.
Let's
Spot
our
you
green
from the-
armbands, guys.
Yeah, Tark spots you from the top of the gangplank and beckons you aboard.
Yeah.
Tark says, assist the crew with the cargo until we get underway. Plenty of work. Heave to, lads. We're nearly done. The crew is working to lower the hold. Now, you guys can see all of the levels of the ship. I decided not to hide certain levels because you're basically going to have free roam on the ship. Sure enough, about 45 minutes more work, and the cargo has been stored below, and the captain, a rather tall and swarthy-looking fellow, calls out to get the ship underway. Tark tells you to stay out of the way as you're not seamen and stay out of trouble.
I guess I'll go down a level. Which one's the second level?
Now, I'm going to show a map of the Sword Coast. This map may take quite a while to load.
Okay.
You're going to have to, unfortunately, I cannot, one bad thing about Unity is I cannot force where the map is. So you're going to have to find Waterdeep up above Troll Dark Forest, and you will scroll in and you will see the ship just below Waterdeep. Tell me when you see the map.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
So the ship takes off and heads to the north. This map, by the way, that you guys now have is no longer hidden parts of it. You can see all over the place on this map. The crew looks pretty rough and unruly, but seem to know their jobs well. The ship gets underway very quickly, sailing out of Waterdeep Harbor. The captain is tall and rather menacing looking. The crew never say his name. They just call him Captain. As soon as the ship is beyond sight of Waterdeep, the captain calls out, "Change the colors, lads. We be the Vigilance now." Quick as you can look around, fake crates are lifted below deck, exposing ballista on each side. 4 crewmen carrying a large plaque named Vigilance goes over the back of the ropes and return with a large plaque saying Blue Barnacle. Tark laughs and glances at you. You didn't think this would be a pleasure cruise, did you?
Are we pirates?
Oh, we be the Vigilance. We're a warship of Waterdeep.
Jesus. I mean,
You're set up with
Lathander.
hammocks. You were set up with hammocks with the crew below decks. They are rough people, but not particularly violent. They do play dice, but keep the sleeping area fairly quiet. The food is fair, not great, but not bad either. Lots of fish, potatoes, and watered-down grog. Over the next couple of days, ships give the Vigilance a wide berth. I'm going to keep moving us up north.
So I have a question. We are suddenly a warship. We are looking for plunder. Is that?
You're
Do I not understand that correctly?
No. We're headed to Neverwinter, like we told you.
Jesus.
It's just that ships leave us more alone when we're outfitted like this.
I came from a military background. I like this approach.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna try to relax, breathe, just breathe.
Downstairs and pray if you want to.
Moving the ship quite a ways north now. Days pass by. However, you do not approach Neverwinter. 2 days later, after passing Neverwinter, the ship changes names once again. The captain calls out, "The time has come, boy. Prepare the ship." Oh, I'm sorry, wrong one. That's okay. We'll just do this one. Hoist the Jolly Roger. The ship becomes the Vengeance, and the skull and crossbones is hoisted. A couple of the crew put on eye patches and don their worst clothes. It seems odd to you, as you know they have good vision in both eyes. Hart calls out, "Tomorrow we dock at Luskin." I hope that isn't too far out of your way.
Why Weskin? Is it too dangerous in Neverwinter?
I would never tell you we were heading to Luskin while we were in Waterdeep. That would be insane. I might be arrested.
Luskin is where we want to go, though.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Ship and crew are fully decked out as pirates. They don't seem to be chasing any merchant ships. A couple of them have been spotted occasionally.
Can I ask one of the crew members what we're doing?
We're headed to Luskin to sell these supplies and pick up more. Another day, Luskin comes into view early in the morning. Luskin is a port city. Many ships are docked there. All are wildly different, all of them armed, and most of them are flying the Jolly Roger above their mainmasts.
I'm going to spend my last few hours trying to convert some of these guys to Lathander.
I don't think
Clearly, they need a direction.
I don't think they're really pirates. I think they're pretending to be.
Well, of course.
They get in trouble with the rest of them. So
no, of course.
Tark pulls you all of you guys over. Luskin is the city of sails, Tarks tells you, and a pirate's haven. Most other cities are at war with Luskin, but dare not attack by sea. It has become sort of a Cold War now. Not many battles, as the wizard in the tower assists the Commodore of Luskin to keep them informed of what's going on. I'd not stay long here. It's a rough place, and if you are caught here at night, you will likely be pressed into the service of an actual pirate ship. People in that line of work don't tend to live long. You don't have the look of pirates, and so you will be a target come nightfall. I'd take care of what business you have here and be gone long before dusk. The inns are not safe, often in collusion with the press gangs. We've had no trouble on our trip, so you got a free ride this time. It isn't always like that. Best of luck to you, and look for the green bands, as who knows what name will be going by next time we meet.
okay.
Ship pulls into Luskin.
And we hop off.
If I may suggest, we get the hell out of here. I'm sorry. If I may suggest, we need to leave now.
While we're in town, I would like to see where I might be able to buy a book, if there's any such place.
There is. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Luskin before you walk around, but there is such a place. Luskin would appear by day to like almost any other city, with a couple of exceptions. There are way too many seagoing folk about, and by their dress and manner, they are not people you would want to associate with for fear of your safety. The townsfolk themselves seem fairly normal, although they do tend to speak with the same slang as the sailors do. Places that are easy to find: a livery, a blacksmith, general store, leatherworker, herbs, house of healing, weaponsmith, armorsmith, and a scribe, which is what Helene was looking for.
I'm the scribe and the healing. So I want to buy some potions.
Excellent. I'm going to move you guys into town. We're not going to worry about specific buildings.
What time of?
Tell me what it is.
What time of day is it?
It is morning.
Okay.
The ship pulled in early morning. It'll give you guys some time to take care of business and get the hell out. Items are going to be the normal price found in the player's handbook. Did you want that magic book, Colleen?
I do. Well, yeah, just one for me to copy my
50 gold pieces. Mark off 50 gold pieces, and I will add that to your inventory. I won't do it instantly, but I will. We know that you have it and that you're working on copying your book over the next day or so.
You want me to subtract? I can do
yes,
that.
You take.
I am a teacher.
Off of your gold. How about you, Crosby? Do you want to look at that plate now? You can get a set of full plate for 1,500, but it would take other people to support you doing that.
No, I think I'm good. Well,
Crosby, I'll throw money into that. Let me look at how much I have real quick.
This plate, what's the AC on plate?
The AC on plate. Just a moment. AC on plate is 18. You're wearing splint, which is 17. It would be 1 up.
I think I'll get that right. We'll have to check it.
It's
I'd
questionable worth it or not.
I'd throw 400 into you getting a. Yeah, I'd throw 400 into that.
Think it's worth the one more AC though? It's a lot of money. Does anybody
And
like?
no, it's your call. I'm saying I'm willing to throw 400 into that. Anybody else?
I appreciated that, Geed, but we'll wait.
All right.
I've got a couple hundred I wouldn't mind pitching in. I mean, I don't need all of this, so I only need to get some potions from the healer, which aren't much, if she has
No.
any. What?
Let me take a look. Just a moment. Healing potions are going for 50 gold pieces apiece.
4.
You want 4 of them? I will drag those into your inventory. Just a moment. So that's
And
200 gold.
200 gold. Okay.
Already have 2.
Do you have Crosby?
You have 6, Helene. You already had 2.
Sweet.
Oh, okay. I take that
Seriously,
back.
200 gold will give us 4 healing potions?
I'm going to stay and take 100 off then.
Going to change that to. All right. You bought 2 of them then.
What was your question asking me?
50.
How many gold pieces do you have? What do you need for this armor?
I almost have 1,000, but I think I'm gonna wait. I don't think it's worth 1 AC. Thank you though.
I didn't say I was gonna give it to you.
It helps everybody.
I was
when you're
willing to put
well
money into it too, man.
Yeah, me too.
You're our tank, dude.
Yeah, we kind of need you to live. We all need to live, but it's not going to hurt me to help you live. So
Crosby, take the money.
Do we think we might find something at this forge though that might replace anything that I buy?
That's all true. Maybe.
Probably, but we might not be able to get to the forge if you don't have plate.
Crosby, it's your call.
All right.
so how much is it all together?
Can anybody else wear my Hercule armor or whatever it was? My splint?
No, but you can sell it.
Well,
That's
Hold
two.
on, wait. I may be able to wear splint. Hold on.
Splint mail.
Where do I find my ability?
Yeah, check. Yeah, because you're a half orc, I'm pretty sure you can. Just a moment, let me check. Abilities, armor, light, medium, and heavy armor. Yeah, you can wear any armor.
I'll take what you got, and I'll give you a whole bunch of money for what you're going to give me.
All right, yeah, let's do it then. Somebody's gonna get use out of this. It makes it more worth it.
All right.
So you want to drag your splint mail into the party parcel items, and now Dagid can pull it out of there.
Okay. Hold on.
So if
inventory.
three people, what he's got 740 gold pieces.
Trying to find my. Hold on. I'm trying to find my armor. Oh, this is weird.
I put my chainmail, my original armor, in there, Dwight.
Okay, you want to sell it?
I'm gonna sell it. Yeah, when I get the new armor.
They just bought it. You didn't get a lot for it, but hey.
a little bit's going to help. Yeah.
So, if 3 people mark off 250 gold pieces, and Crosby wipes out his gold, that would get him a set of plate, a full set of plate.
So what'd you say? 250?
250 from Azkaban, Dagid, and Phelan,
Okay.
and wipe out his gold, not your silver.
Oh shoot! I get rid of all of it. I don't even know what silver I was at.
Well, we'll give you a little bit in the meantime too.
I can figure out your silver just a moment. Your silver will be
take it from me,
about
too.
the same as Dagid's. So look at
Trying to
Dagid's
figure out how I
240.
can-
Thank you.
What are you trying to
By the
do,
way,
Alvin?
Well, that did up my AC by 1, by the way. Thank you.
Good.
I'm trying to
Yep,
figure
yep,
out
that's
how I
good.
can throw what I had.
Take
into
the
the
square
party.
box to the right of chainmail and drag it to the party inventory, the parcel
I've
items.
tried to do that.
I can do it for you. Oh, it looks like you succeeded.
Oh shit! I did it. All right.
I'm going to sell it
We
for
should
you.
go ahead and change our goal
Thank you.
then. But
And make sure you equip that, Crosby, the plate. When I haven't given it to you. Just a minute. I'm sorry, too many things going on at once here. Let me. Full plate.
By the way,
Here we go.
this is a lot of work, you guys, but this is Lathander's plan, and you guys are.
You now have plate,
really-
Crosby. Make sure you equip it.
Let me check my numbers afterwards. I'm trying to do this in my head. I couldn't remember what the original answer was.
There, take a look at your AC now.
21.
21. Okay, we've picked up healing potions, we've picked up a magic book, and we've picked up plate mail. Is there anything else that anybody wants?
Steve hasn't.
You won't find magical items usually in Luskan, although there are occasional exceptions. There is a livery if you want to buy horses.
I don't know if we can afford them now.
I could buy horses for everybody.
Let's see what they want for them.
All right, horses. Just a moment. Now, Azkaban doesn't really need a horse. Azkaban would be a pony, and they're cheaper. A riding horse, yes, a ritting horse costs 75 gold pieces.
Okay. Not bad.
A
In the
pony,
name of Lathander, I will buy 4 riding horses for the whole group.
but before you do that,
Okay.
a horse is too big for Azkaban. A pony for Azkaban only costs 30 gold pieces. They have nice ponies, so the total would be
Actually-
150, 60, 70, 180 gold pieces.
I actually think it would be more funny to watch Azkaban on a full horse.
I know, because I'd have to go buy myself like a saddle.
You got to get a look. You know what? I'll buy your little ladder. It's going to be fine.
I thought it would be better if I just didn't get one and I just rode on the back of one of your guys.
Now, the nice part about the livery, I'm moving the party, by the way. The nice part about the livery is it's very close to the exit to the city.
Excellent.
Azkaban, you want to ride on the back of my horse? I'd be okay with that if that's what you'd rather do.
I'll take a pony.
Take the pony. I'll pay for the pony if you need to.
Full horse. I'll buy the full horse. How much?
She wants a pony, and you're insisting on a horse.
Not insisting.
I want the best pony
The-
they have.
The
Oh, they
pony
have
goes-
quite a nice pony there that looks like it could keep up with the horses.
Don't ponies go slower than horses?
Not really, no.
Necessarily, no.
All right, fine.
Smaller, just smaller, and you know. Okay, so we've got 3 horses and a pony. That's 180 gold pieces total. And it is now a little early in the afternoon in Luskan. By the way, you do notice that the livery driver and all these other people say "R" occasionally. R.
You
Do
think
we want to try to head out or go try and
I
move in?
you should find some place to camp for the night?
How do I change my money?
You just hover over the money and write in a new number. Take out that number and write in a new one.
Well, I'm trying that, but that doesn't seem to be working.
I can help you. What number should it be? You have to click on it
It
first.
should
You
be
have to-
558. There. Now you can do it. I could.
Yeah,
not.
well, you have to sort of click on the box to
I
highlight it.
clicked the
It
box.
is a little weird.
And then hit delete.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, I'm
Okay.
just. You're saying what I need to do, and I absolutely did.
I'm sorry. You asked me what to do. I'm just
Again,
Yeah,
I'm not
my-
asking for your apology.
My goal's off by 1 too because it should be 337 and I hit an 8 instead. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'll fix it later.
Oh, I can fix that real quick. Here, I'll get it. Okay. So you guys are headed out. And this time you're riding, which means you'll get a little bit further than you would otherwise. On your way out the gate, you notice a large number of guards. It appears that this Luskan is prepared for trouble all the time. Now, this is a much smaller map, so it doesn't take quite so long to load. Does everyone see the map?
I see it.
And everyone can see the token? The north is colder than it was near Waterdeep, the wind more chill, and the sky a bit more gray, and the wilderness a tad more wild. But you can't help feel heartened putting Luskan behind you. The road goes around north of some hills along the coast as you make your way. There are occasional trees, mostly pine, that seem to get thicker as you gaze to the north. Wolves can be heard in the distance. The mountains far to the north are snow-capped and look uninviting. With the wind comes occasional snowflakes, but little sticks to the ground this near the coast.
What time of the day is it, approximately?
As twilight falls, you asked that just in time. As twilight falls, a foggy mist comes through the breeze. But you find an old, unused path that goes north off the road. It does not look like anyone has used it for months. About 100 yards into the trees, it ends in a depression screened by trees.
We head down this pass and make camp for the night. It's going to get a little, the fog's just going to get worse, and we'll have a hard time seeing.
You find the remains of an old campfire, long unused.
All right, you guys want to set up camp here, or you want to go on?
As we are in a new game, I want to set up the order once again. Who has first watch?
Going to take first watch as usual.
I don't
And
remember. I don't remember where it was.
Who has second watch?
I only need 4 hours, so
I put Phelan at first watch.
If
There's only 3 watches, so 2 people could be in the middle watch if you wanted.
I'll take one. It doesn't matter. I can be second.
And that would put Dagid and Phelan in third watch. I'm sorry, Dagid and Azkaban. Got it.
before we go to sleep, 2 things. One, I set the alarm as always.
Okay.
I'm not asleep yet, but it'll wake everybody up. It'll let me know too that there's a problem. And I wish to create an illusion. I'm going to conjure an illusion of a guard that's nearly 7 feet tall in plate mail that is standing watch with me.
Right. So Arnold Schwarzenegger in plate mail looks like he's standing watch with you.
I was gonna say a copy of me.
No, okay.
Yeah.
There's Crosby standing up. Roll a perception check, Helene. Everyone else is asleep, but Phelan has first watch.
That's right. No skills.
Yeah, skills. You notice that the wolf howls are getting closer. And you're starting to hear other voices with the wolf howls.
Yeah, I'm going to wake the crew up. The horses are getting upset, and it sounds like we might have trolls or something out here. Wake up, you guys. Wake
The
up.
horses are getting upset.
I'm up.
This is what you hear.
Who the fuck? I'm trying to sleep. God damn it!
I don't know if anyone can read that, but you hear this.
It's Orcish. I should be able.
They must be around here somewhere. We spotted them. Head this way, guys. There's orcs around.
Yep.
These are my people. Hold on. Let me talk to them. Let me give it a try.
They've said something else that you've overheard.
Says the wolves are
The wolves-
leading are over here. Stay alert.
Guys, these are orcs. Quiet now. They may be close. That's what they said.
Wolves.
Let me hold on. I'm gonna yell something out.
Just a moment. Let me put the battle map up.
Wish they always long and skinny.
Then I'll share it.
I am typing something, so don't do anything yet.
Do they see us yet?
You don't see them. You don't know if they see you.
So he just said, quiet now. They may be. Oh, no, that was.
I am gonna yell this out.
Oh, God.
Oh God, they're back north. No,
Ooh,
not
ooh.
no. There's no P in there. Oh God, they're back north.
I have to
I'm
roll
trying
that
to
in the
get them to
tower.
change direction to let our group get some
What directions
time.
what directions are the sounds coming from? The voices.
Good question.
Mostly to the north of you, when all of a sudden you do see something. Just a moment.
Wolves. I was afraid the wolves would come first.
This is what you see.
So before we
Can you guys see the map?
yes.
I do.
Now let me explain the map before we do much more. Where you see a large band of black, that just means that the embankment is too high for you to see over it or climb over it there. You would have to go around that much. The embankment is too high. One of the orcs says, "Who said that? Was that you? Was that you, Clem?"
We're not in any battle mode, right?
We are not, and if you want to attack, you're going to roll initiative.
No.
They have not quite seen
No,
you
I
yet.
didn't want to attack. I wanted to use conjure a sound, make a sound up in the north.
What? Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that a cantrip you have?
It's a spell I have, but it's not one that I
That
have.
would take 30 minutes to read out of your book.
Okay.
You don't have that
Never
kind of time.
No, I don't.
I would like to throw my caltrips down in the direction that I heard the sounds.
Excellent. Just a moment. Sorry, this is a little bit fumbling. It's a new system for me.
Now we have to remember, there's no clicking and dragging when it's our turn. Once the battle actually begins, we can only move during our turn with the movement keys.
Now, where do you want those caltrips?
I mean, I can see him now. Is it okay?
You
to
can't throw them that far.
How far?
You can throw them
That's
anywhere
not
in
the
anywhere in this depression. Okay,
Yeah, right there.
excellent. Okay. Let me see how the orc's disposition is on this stuff that's being called out. Excellent. All right, we should probably roll initiative. The wolves, however, are not fooled by the voices.
Oh, by the way,
The orcs are confused.
just
Go ahead.
so everybody sees this, huge plus to Unity. You notice the dice there at the bottom always shows the type of dice it is. 20, a 12, a 10, an 8, a 6, and a 4.
Yep, that's awesome.
The highest number is on top. That's awesome. I love that. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Right onto the caltrips. The wolf. Just a moment. Let me. The wolf is immediately going to take 1 point of damage and has to stop his move. Balin, it's your move.
Hmm. Hang on a second.
He is actually on the call trips. It's kind of difficult when they're on the same spot.
What is that? Oh, it's the wolf that's there. I'm gonna shoot poisons. I can't.
I couldn't hear what you said. Not hearing you in Discord.
Trying to click on the wolf, and I can't.
You had him for a second. Hold down Control and click on the wolf. You got it. He's there. What are you casting?
Poison spray.
Poison spray. So let me look at poison spray. So that is definitely an attack. Oh, it's a saving throw that you're going to roll for the wolf. So go ahead and give it the saving throw.
Do that.
So just drag that saving throw next to the poison spray into the chat window.
Okay.
He succeeds. Hang on, let me see what the result of that is. He will still or take no, he does not take half damage on a poison spray. In other words,
Nope.
He was able to dodge past it.
This was so high on wolves.
So mark off one spell. No, wait a minute. Poison spray is a cantrip. Don't mark off a spell. Sorry. That's a cantrip. Excellent. Now go ahead. Go ahead. Unless you're going to move, end your turn. Another wolf jumps down from up high and attacks Dagid. Hits him.
I'm going to ask him not to do that.
He's going to try to knock Dagid prone. Dagid failed and is prone. Just a moment. A moment. There's a problem. Okay. Dagid is now prone. Unfortunately, it is now Dagid's movement. It's his turn, and Dagid, you could use your move to stand up.
I'm going to use my move to go ahead and just stand up.
Are no longer prone.
Thank you. I have targeted Wolf 11. And you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna hit him with. God damn Warhammer! Yeah! Kill, die!
That was a hit.
Die, you stupid wolf!
Wounded him. That's good.
Done.
You can do that. That'll give you a +2. Make sure you mark the +2 down there at the bottom. And I think because Dagid is within 5 feet, it's also sneak attack.
Not for.
You are within 5 feet of the target, right?
Oh, this is Azkaban. Oh, yeah. Holy crap. Yeah.
That was a hit.
And two of her, so that makes it hard. But I know where she moved.
That killed the wolf.
Nice.
That.
Like a wolf.
Azkaban!
Azkaban.
And that's his. Oh, nope. He gets that far, and that's as far as he gets. Crosby.
There we go.
15, 20, 25 feet.
I'm going to target the orc.
Oh, did you guys like The Mist? Those who haven't seen it before.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
I do like the mist passing through the.
Yeah, I'm loving these.
I'll put action to it. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull Shatter Spike out.
Excellent. Ooh.
And
Are you
swing
attack? You're
Swing
attacking the
the orc.
that hit.
Oh!
Heavy damage.
As my blade plunges into him, I say, "Run now!"
Second orc appeared over here and is on the other side of Azkaban. The orcs are not using ranged weapons yet because they just saw you. Orc number 15 targets Crosby. I'm sorry, wolf number 15. Misses him, however. This orc targets Dagid with a great axe. Misses Dagid.
So it's just really a pretty good axe, but not a great one.
Phelan.
Okay. I am going.
Use it. Remember what I told you about sculpt spells.
Right, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to make it so that Cosby and Dagid are not affected by this, or are
So
automatically.
I was hoping you would do this. So the range of it is 60 feet. It makes a 10-foot radius. Let me guess where you're going to do it. Let me see. I'll draw it for you this time.
Okay. Okay. Now, are you using
There,
the colors?
like that.
Is that for
Shatter?
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what you're doing for Shatter.
That's what I wanted to do. Yeah.
Target the two orcs and the wolf, and don't target Dagid and Crosby. Because of Helene's sculpt spells, she will make them automatically succeed at their saving throw and automatically take no damage.
Right. So
We read Helene's abilities, and it was oh wow, she could do that. She could save up to 3 people from her own spells.
actually, there are 2 people in it.
That is
but
a
yeah.
very cool ability, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go.
Yeah,
You're going to do first. You're going. Let's make sure we get it right. First, you're going to do the cast, which is going to be a saving throw for them.
Why do the saving throw again?
You're going to grab the cast and drag it to the chat window.
The saving throw on this one, when I open it up, though, it's not showing it. It's not displaying it.
If you look at Shatter down at the bottom, it shows the cast on your actions tab.
Yeah.
At the very bottom, drag the cast icon and drop it in the chat window. You're already targeted properly. There they go. There's their saving throw.
So that
2 succeeded and 1 failed. Now drag the damage and it will automatically apply it properly to all 3. The damage may not have hit the chat window.
do it again.
Put it into the chat. Drag the damage into the chat
Looked
window.
like it made it.
Oh, there we go. There we go. No, never mind. Never mind. Maybe it just took some time. Never mind. It got it. Okay, just a minute. Orc number 4 died. And orc number 6 was wounded, and the wolf is heavy damage. That was good, Wayne. Mark off your 2nd level spell slot.
I will.
Go ahead and end your turn. All right, Dagid. Dagid, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to figure out why I can't target this
Make sure you
I
are
had trouble.
make sure you are highlighted first, like you're going to move. It is a little finicky, and I can help if
Yeah.
need be.
Hang on. I'm still working on it.
No rush.
No, I cannot target the orc north of me. I can't do it.
I'll let you. Let's see if I can do
I
it
want
for
to.
you.
I want to target orc number 6.
Yeah, I got him targeted. I put the black circle around you and then control click
Yeah.
the orc. And
That's what I
target
tried
it
to
for
do
me.
too, but that did not work.
I believe you. Okay,
Untarget
I'm going to
him.
get rid
I
of that
would like
circle.
to try that again, please.
Moment. Yeah, let me remove that. Untarget him. Just a minute. Let me get that. Okay,
So I got the black circle around me.
and just do a control left click. Not working, huh?
Yeah, tried that about 6 times. Not working.
This is in there. All right, that's
Hang on.
okay. I can always help you. I got him targeted.
All right,
This is
that's
this
unfortunate.
is a bit. Oh, we'll fix it.
Die, you bastard!
Oh, you missed him. You do have
Uh,
inspiration now.
You know what? I will use my inspiration because die, you bastard. He does definitely need to die.
If anybody needs help targeting, just let me know. That hit. Ooh, heavy damage.
Oh, I wish I could do more than that, but
So tough with
I don't.
goblins. Azkaban.
I think I'm gonna target this guy out here on the outskirts a little bit. Orc one. Did you
Very-
have to say, Dwight, how we get rid of the doubles of ourselves on here?
At this point, it's not worth doing. So because we're deep into
Okay.
battle, I'd have to reset everything. So yeah, I talked to Fantasy Grounds about it. They said they're aware of the issue and they're working on it. So go ahead and target that. Oh, now wait a minute. Are you going to try to hide first?
I can hide even though he can see me.
Well,
Down
half.
yeah.
Yeah, especially when you're in the bushes between you and him. You could do a stealth before he sees you. Yeah.
Those
He
short-
just jumped off of that. He just barely jumped off of that ledge.
Oh, okay. I thought he.
Don't
was
you also have another ability to hide as a free action?
Yep.
I didn't know you could if you were already like out there.
If he was standing at you and had attacked you and so forth, I would say no. But you're standing near bushes. You just jumped down off a ledge. So I agree. As a bonus action, you can go stealth.
Okay.
So now I see your stealth roll. Okay, now you can attack him, and you could even use assassinate. You are in complete hiding. Now wait a minute. I could be wrong about that.
It just says if he hasn't taken a turn in combat yet.
He has taken a turn. So what you will get though, sneak attack.
Sneak attack, and that's just as good.
Yeah, you'll still get sneak attack.
Okay. Let's see here.
What turn did he
Although,
take?
who are
Is it
you attacking? I don't
His
see.
movement is turn?
Also, now wait a minute. If she's attacking from hiding, doesn't she also have advantage?
You're going to have to look that up. Oh, God, I think maybe so.
I think you get it. I'm going to give it to her. I think you get advantage.
However,
I'll look it up later.
what I'm seeing is she is not next to a creature that she can attack.
No, but she has a bow.
Okay. True.
No, I you know what? I don't. Actually, I think you do get advantage because you succeeded and you beat his perception. So yeah, you're going to click advantage.
Yeah, I think she is. Holy crap.
Well, it's not going to do extra damage to sneak attack, will.
No, but it really makes a good, yeah, that's a hit. Kick some ass, sweetheart.
Oh, wait. Wait a a minute.
Wait. You can go ahead and do your damage. You hit him with the short bow.
I did do my damage. It didn't take it.
No, just
Sometimes
drag
Ron don't show up
drag
in
the
window
damage into the chat window again. There it is.
That's good because it was a 1.
That happens to me when it's a high number.
I got way more.
You hit him for 11.
I think that's lucky or something like that.
That's true. If you rolled a
Oh, no,
1,
it's
you
an
could
attack.
reroll. Yeah, that's all
I
right.
can't reroll that one, but no.
Okay.
It happened.
You can still move if you choose to. And since you're not next to anything, there'll be no attacks of opportunity, but you could disengage anyway. You can still move if you choose to.
She could not disengage because she already used the hide maneuver.
I'm okay where I'm at.
Okay. Go ahead and end your turn. Crosby.
I'm going to target this wolf. And use Shatter Spikes, swing it at him.
Excellent.
And miss.
Missed.
I'll use my
Still
inspiration.
haven't. There you go.
Swing again. There we go.
That was a hit.
Swinging a hit. God.
Another
Damn, go
wolf
away.
screams like a little girl.
Now,
That
can I
was quite the scream.
can I move over here and get
Yes, you can.
flank for a dag eat? Okay. That's gonna be my
You
turn.
could even decide to use your action surge.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Shouldn't be reminding you, but I am because, like I said, this is a new game.
So there's no problem.
We're gonna do it. I'm gonna swing Shatter Spike at him.
That was a hit. Killed him.
I'm like a ninja assassin running around here.
Adiki looks up and Orcish and says, "Fuck, do I need to be here?"
Orc number 1 scatters, climbs back up the embankment, and gets to here.
I don't see him. Does anybody see Orc number 1?
I do.
Tell me where he is. I have no idea where that guy is.
Okay, can you see the arrow? He's like straight out diagonally from me.
No, almost directly northeast of you. If you were on a diagonal.
Like
Phelan's move.
2 o'clock.
Oh, it's
Northeast, really?
Mhm.
my move? Sorry. You don't need to talk.
And that's the problem with this new
Okay,
visual
I'm going to
system.
with magic.
I
missile.
have no idea where that orc is.
Helene, go ahead.
I'm going to hit him with magic missile.
You're going to fire magic missile. That's 3 attacks. Let's do them one at a time. You've got him targeted, so you're going to go. You're going to go straight to damage.
Yep.
First attack. Killed him.
Okay.
Nice.
Now we can go back to sleep. And I'll still post our double
Actually-
capacity out here.
I like to pick my caltrops back up.
I was all prepared for you to pick them back up. I was sitting there going, I'm sitting hovering over them waiting. It's he's going to pick those up.
Yes, I'll remind Azkaban to check for arrows.
What do you guys think of the shaded areas? Isn't it kind of neat that you can't see everything and different people can see different things? Unfortunately, you don't. What were you rolling for? Proud.
I'm just
Proud does
Oh,
not
I
find.
I missed myself. I was doing cure wounds on everybody that was wounded. I missed myself. That's embarrassing.
Proud, unfortunately, I mean, Jillian, you do not find your arrows.
Okay, thank you.
Well, we're gonna sleep. He'll heal up. When we
She almost said something else after thank.
No, I think it was before. I think the first word was going to be fuck, and then
All right, I'm performing a long rest.
Okay.
Because that was actually in the very early part of the evening.
So we get all our stuff back, right? Except for our inspiration at this point.
No arrows. Yeah, you're all back full healthy.
Gotta go back and fix my spells. Take the spells off. Okay.
And it is
Shouldn't
morning.
have to. They should be all off.
Yeah.
Should be, but I don't trust it.
Yeah, mine did. They were good.
Mine
Okay,
did
good.
too.
All right. The next morning, I've got us back on the main map. The party, just before nightfall, reaches the town of Blasingdale. Moment. That's not what it's supposed to be. So, in the distance, you see this.
Oh, wow.
The road starts to climb near the coast, high hills. Here, more and more patches of snow are actually starting to hold on the ground. Soon, in the distance ahead of you, you can start to see a walled town sitting atop a promontory along the coast. As you approach the single gate into the town, you find it is a drawbridge with fortifications on either side. Although small, the town is built like a fortress. Guards meet you on the road before the drawbridge. "Greetings, traveler," calls out a human female dressed in a soldier's uniform. "I am Dara Whitewood. Welcome to Blasingdale. Excuse my asking, but do you have coin?"
Why do you ask?
"There's no charge to enter, and we are not highwaymen. It's just that we need no beggars here. We struggle enough as it is without extra mouths to feed that cannot fend for themselves. Please forgive me. It's a part of my job to ask."
I will show a handful of coin from my own stash and say, "We have coin. We would like to enter."
She nods and says, "As long as you bring no trouble here, you are welcome. We need to be extra careful of travelers here so close to Luskan. We are allied with Luskan for our own safety's sake, but do not relish visits from them. You do not look or sound like you're one of them." She looks over the party, her eyes lingering on Dagid a tad longer than the others.
I touch away.
There is a goodly inn here, the Griffin's Nest. You will find rooms and a hot bath, food and ale if you're inclined. It usually only caters to miners, but there have been few of them around lately with the continuing orc raids. She will be happy for your business.
Cool. Which way is that now?
Well, she'll show you just down the street over there and to the left.
Oh, okay.
I'm not actually going to put down a major
Got it.
map of the city. She says over the last year or so, orcs have been raiding farms and outlying villages. They have attacked Blasingdale twice, but were defeated both times. Farmers are having a rough time of it. They've moved into collective groups for defense. Some send their children here while they work. Decide if you will be in or out come nightfall as we raise the drawbridge on Grindar's orders and lower it for no one until dawn.
Who's Grindar?
Grindar Clone is the chief of our town watch, much like your burly friend here, nodding to Dagid. She motions you across the bridge, and you see there are several men with crossbows in the towers on both sides, and across the bridge as well. Atop the last tower watching you cross is a large half-orc dressed for battle. He watches the party cross the bridge as if sizing you up.
Well, you're in
Holy
good
shit,
company
have I
there,
found home?
Dagid.
Have I found my home?
Oh, it's going to get worse, Dagid. The town is rugged. The buildings are rough, but look sturdy enough. Here's an image of the town.
Okay. We'll just head into the inn and see what the goings-on are.
Now, I'm used to, in most towns, people being a little repulsed by me. Are these people not repulsed by me at all?
Not at all.
Oh, awesome. I am going to not take
There is a
terrible
single
advantage of that,
temple. There is a single temple in town, obviously a temple of Lathander. The stained glass shows a morning sun coming over the green-covered hills. And there's also the inn, the Griffin's Nest Inn. You'll also, while you're in town, while you're walking around town, you'll notice Tolm's Superior Outfitting and Dry Goods, run by a dwarf. The mayor of the town is a noble, Sir Miles Barrick.
Okay, just for the group's understanding, Temple of Lathander is immediately my home base of operations. I am going to donate 20 gold to it, and if you guys need me for anything, that's where I'll be.
All right.
I am
In
trying
the-
to donate 20 gold, but go ahead.
The rest of you were talking about going into the Griffin's Inn.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Yep, I'm game.
In the Griffin's Inn, you're going to see, since it's becoming nightfall, they're raising the drawbridge and most of the places are closing. Alden, I'll deal with you in just a moment. You're going to see the dwarf that runs the dry goods place and named Clubnim Torn. You also see the noble of the town. This is Sir Miles Barrick. I need to put his name up there properly.
No, it's Johnny Depp.
And you also see the proprietor, who is a half-elf, named Cyril Bankdown, and she serves really nice, hearty meals for not a lot of money.
This may be. I don't have a lot of rations left anyway, so I think I'm actually going to sit and have a meal.
Alden, you...
And I'll pay for costumes as well.
I did remove 20 of my gold. That's to the church.
Alden is also going to meet Alonza, who has two Alokites named Timothy and Gwyn in the Temple of Lathander.
I will try to get to know them as best I can.
Yep, you'll have to forgive me not putting names on some of these. I was
No big
running
deal.
to the end of my rope when I was
No.
writing all this. Anything you guys want to do in the inn?
I just want to hear if there's conversation going on, and maybe when Cyril Bankdown comes to the table, I'll ask her how things have been in town and what's been going on.
She says, well, it's been a little rough with all the orcs about lately. The noble is offering a reward now for people. He's offering 25 gold pieces for every orc ear you bring back. That's the left ear, mind you. You don't get 50 gold for one orc.
I see.
He says he can tell the difference. Grendar Clune walks in. This is Grendar. Just a moment. This is the half-orc. Grendar Clune walks in. He comes into the inn, and you overhear him report to the noble that they have captured an orc who was obviously scouting a nearby farm, but he's not being cooperative. Currently, he's in the jail awaiting judgment in the morning.
So why have all the orcs started acting up all of a sudden?
Oh, Glendar will look at you and say, the orcs up here in the north are never friendly to us more civilized folk. He kind of chuckles. He says, if you can call me civilized. He says, but I'm definitely on the side of the humans. He says, I'm the town soldier, you might say. I'm sort of the general of the forces in the town. Dara, who you met earlier, is the town constable.
Well, you've got the right idea. Pulling up your bridge at night.
Oh, he says, yeah, that's on my order. She goes, I want this place closed up tight at night. Alden,
No problem for you.
Degid, while you're over there at the temple, you'll find out that she's a very goodly priest. She provides healing for the town whenever people need healing, which has happened all too much lately with the orc raids.
And I'm hoping the money I've provided helps with that.
Oh,
How
absolutely. That will help tremendously.
can I learn anything about the orc raids? When do they tend to happen? Why
They've
are
been
they
happening for the last
like that?
year. The orcs obviously have some kind of main camp that they're working out of, and they've been raiding up and down the coast. We send, Grendar has been sending out raids to take care of them from time to time. But, orcs, there's always more of them.
I'm going to learn as much as I can about when they hit and how often they hit and why they're a thing. And then I'm going to head back to then I'll head back to the bar with that information.
Right. She will actually tell you to talk to Grindar about that. Okay. She's just the temple keeper.
It is just good to find a priest of Lathander, and I will definitely honor her.
Alonza tags along when you go back to the Griffin Inn. The day is in, so she actually tags along with you to the Griffin Inn. She's actually ready for a pint of ale herself. Priests of Lathander don't mind a drink now and then.
Oh, of course. No, of course Lathander priests drink.
I'm going to ask Cosby, since he's human and everything, to go over and talk to the noble and see what he can find out from the noble.
What questions do you want me to ask?
Oh, just basically about the area and what to look out for.
Well, Sir Miles will welcome you to Blazingdell and let you know that he is paying 25 gold piece for every orc that you slay in the area, as long as you prove you say him. He says, normally people bring me a left ear. If you don't, it's easier to tell them that way, or whatever piece you want to bring. He says, but I'm paying 25 gold pieces for each one.
Well, we just
I'm getting a stipend from Luskan because they're not having the difficulty we have, but I'm getting a stipend from Luskan to help pay for this.
We just slayed 3 on the way in, but we didn't get any
oh, now you know that. Take you very much. We appreciate it. Of course, I can't pay you for that, but because I have to prove it myself to get the stipend from Luskan. But he says, yeah, next time, take a trophy. He chuckles at Dagid and says, well, he says, I can tell the difference. You're half human.
I was just going to suggest that, hey, somebody slice off Dagid's left airways.
I'm not sure you're half human.
So we're looking for an ancient place. I forget the name of it. Does anybody have that in the notes?
Gruntikar.
Have you heard of such a place?
The dwarf's eyes starts looking over at you. His eyes go wide. You're looking for what? Did I hear you?
Is this the mayor or the dwarf?
The dwarf. He had totally ignored you until you said that name out loud.
Oh, is there somewhere private we could talk?
I just spoke in Dwarvish.
Okay, he'll come over to talk to you in Dwarvish.
No, I'm looking for a place to talk in private.
Oh, there is. There are places to talk in private. There's a couple of little side rooms.
I wouldn't show him the sword or anything.
Yeah, let's not jump there right off the bat.
The noble will tell you he's never heard of such a place.
All right. Well, thank you, noble. We will definitely hunt some orcs for you.
He says that would be much appreciated.
Then I'll leave him and follow the dwarf to the secret room. And motion to
Grindar, as you're walking away, talking to the noble, says, do you have any plans for this orc that I have captive in the jail? And the noble says, no, but I'll pay the soldiers in full. He says, when we take care of that problem.
I hate to say this, but that might be...
He caught an orc that was in the wrong place. Grendar caught an orc.
I would like to speak to that orc. Not right now, but if you could keep them alive, I would like to have a chat with that orc, please.
Grendar smiles at you and says, well, he'll be alive till morning.
Yep.
Yeah. The fate of all of us, actually, really. We'll be alive till morning, and then who knows? All right, done.
So what does this dwarf has to say?
This dwarf is wide-eyed and looking at, did you say Gruntikar?
Have you heard of the place, I assume?
every dwarf you have ever heard of or seen has heard of the place.
Well, tell me what you know, and I'll make it worth your while.
He says, I don't know much. I just know that it's an ancient place that all dwarves have sought. If you think Gruntikar's around here, I need to get word out to the dwarven clans.
No.
Don't.
No.
We were just hoping you might know.
We're long on a journey. We're just trying to collect clues on the way.
Ah. He says, okay. He says, let me know if you find anything. He says that if you need any supplies, I have lots of supplies. He says, I run the supply shop here.
Yeah, the only thing we might need is
I assume you have your sword covered?
Can you Dwarf Boy, can you step out for a few minutes so I can talk to my group privately?
Certainly.
My sword is covered.
Is it just the group in the room now?
Yes, just the group in the room.
Holy shit, guys. I think we're going to have to show this dwarf the sword.
He's not going to tell us anything, and he
No.
doesn't know anything. I don't think it's worth the risk.
You can show him your sword, but we're not showing him the Sawbreaker.
Then what do you expect to do? How do you expect to find the next piece of the puzzle?
I don't think this guy knows anything. He didn't
I
seem
don't think
to
he
know.
does either.
Then who do we look to?
I
Maybe
say we head north and maybe up toward the mountains, see what we can find, but I don't know.
Maybe we
So not
pass
the
him.
only man in town.
Maybe we pass him the coin and ask him if he has any friends who may need some more information.
Grindar, the half-orc, looks in on you. Hey, I'm going to be closing the jail down a little bit. If you guys want to speak to that orc, you might want to come along.
Try that one,
I'm
Olin.
definitely in for that.
All right, let's do it.
Alonza tags along. She's taken a liking to Dagid.
It's probably my odor.
Was it who is Alonza? The guard at the front?
No, the priest of Lathander.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes. We just have the priest of Lathander. She's nice. I should know.
She's sort of. Did you guys see the picture of the priest of Lathander?
Yes.
I have to apologize for that picture, but one of your former characters was the perfect picture for that priest.
I know. It's cute. It's great.
Anyway, so in the jail cell, he's a little beat up, but there is a live orc in the jail cell, unarmed and all of his armor pulled off.
Yeah, Guy, do you want to go in by yourself, or should we all go? Think you would talk
I would
better?
rather go in by myself if you don't mind.
No, I think it might be the better approach.
Hello, brother.
And he says in Orcish, why should I talk to you? I'm sure you know better than that other half-orc.
Because I'm the only way you're going to survive this experience.
He looks at you kind of smiling and says, survive? I don't think that's in the cards.
Have I survived?
You're not me.
Nope, I'm definitely not. Do you want to survive this?
Yes, but I'm not going to.
I can arrange your survival. Just talk to me about what you know.
About what I know about what?
I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
This
the
is where I get a little loose.
I'm not betraying my fellows, if that's what you're saying.
Of course I'm not asking you to betray your fellows. I have also not betrayed mine.
Just a moment.
What I'm doing is
I
the
know.
best I can to win
Gruntikar.
this guy to my side, but
Alden and Helene,
I also can't
look through
lie
your
to him.
spells. Alden and Helene, look through your spells.
Okay.
Spells, okay.
They're behind all these maps. Hang on a minute.
Of course.
I
But just
lost my
click.
own picture.
Calm emotions, 3rd level spell.
Okay.
The crowd closed.
Look-
How do I open back again?
Just click on your character in the upper left-hand corner.
I didn't target
That's
him
okay.
first because he wasn't in the.
No, you can't because he's not on the combat tracker.
Yeah,
but I
sorry.
see the roll. It's not a problem. I see the roll. He is a little bit calmer.
Cool.
Still
want
not
him to be
planning on
cool.
betraying his
Hang
friends, though.
I'm not asking him to betray his friends. I'm asking for information.
Which he thinks of as betraying his friends. But yeah. But he is calmer. He's not as upset as he was.
Is there a way I can target him, by the way?
No. I'm seeing your roll, so it doesn't matter. I see the save. I know what his stats are. It doesn't matter. I don't have him as an NPC.
Okay, I'm going
This
to
is just sort of a role play thing we're doing.
use suggestion on him and say, you want to answer this man's question. You trust him.
Okay, Helene, put that roll in the combat tracker. Go ahead and throw the roll in there. I'll see the
Careful.
result, and I know what his
If
wisdom
that one
are.
goes wrong,
Did it show?
It partially worked, and he looks at Daggy and he says, "I will never betray my fellows at Stone Tooth."
Stone Tooth.
He sort of shakes his head. And go, "What?" And then he gets real.
and I am going to use. This is going to be a rough one. You're going to have to make a DM call on this one. First level spell command. My question, I get to ask a one-word question. Stone Tooth?
Of course. Everyone knows Stone Tooth, that mountain in the north, to the east of the river. And then he completely shuts up.
All right.
So I
Guys,
think
we may have something here.
so. I think this is the secret stronghold that the old dwarf from the tavern told us about.
Very.
I agree.
Worth checking out. Definitely worth checking out. I think that's our next step, guys. But I'm not sure I want to head out tonight.
It is 6 p.m. and we are at the end of what Dwight has written.
Okay,
too
so
well
are we
today.
done? This
But
was
however,
nice. I like this.
This was the prelude to the game. Next week it'll be a little easier for me because we're actually going to start in the game itself. So now we're actually going to be in the Forge of Fury because you guys now have the full hook. How did this go? Did everybody enjoying Unity? I love it. Jillian? Is Jillian there?
I'm here. I have Fiona with me.
Oh, that's okay. Hi, Fiona.
If you know.
He is loving the maps.
Oh, cool.
I think as soon as I get rid of the shadow issue, I think we'll be not
Yeah.
the shadow, two people.
The targeting issue, but that's okay. I can. It looks like I can target easily, so I can help target for you. We can just get around that until they